Have you ever noticed that one person in your life whose phone never rings? No buzzes on the table, no screen lighting up with notifications. And whenever you try to call them, it almost always goes straight to voicemail. In a hyper-connected world that actively rewards and demands our instant attention, these people almost seem like anomalies. They are hard to reach, and to some, it might even come across as rude or distant. But psychology says this behavior isn't random. It actually reveals a massive amount about their personal boundaries, their focus, and their emotional intelligence. Let's break down the real psychology behind people who keep their phones on Do Not Disturb 24/7.
Number 1. Autonomy over availability. Psychologists note that people who permanently silence their notifications have a very high orientation toward personal autonomy. That means they value controlling their own time and space over being constantly accessible to the demands of others. They aren't antisocial, and they aren't avoiding you. They are simply rejecting the modern expectation that anyone can access their attention at any given second. While most people feel a rush of guilt if they don't reply to a text within 3 minutes, these individuals don't need to prove their reliability through instant replies. They decide exactly when they want to engage with the outside world. And that is a subtle but very powerful sign of strict personal boundaries.
Number 3. Emotionally secure and low reactivity. Living with a phone on silent is strongly linked to emotional regulation. Let's face it, for most of us, notifications trigger a spike in cortisol, the stress hormone. It creates an artificial sense of urgency. We feel anxious, rushed, and eager to resolve the notification icon. People who mute these triggers don't need the constant, unpredictable dopamine hits that come from a new text or a social media like to feel alive. Psychologists say people with this emotional baseline are significantly less anxious and far less reactionary. They navigate stressful situations with much more calm because they aren't living their lives in a constant state of fight or flight dictated by their lock screen. Number 4. They are intentional connectors, not superficial scrollers. People who stay unreachable often possess a cognitive trait called active presence. Because they don't reply immediately, when they finally do check their messages and get back to you, they are doing it with their full, undivided attention. They aren't just firing off a distracted, half-hearted text while waiting in line at the grocery store or sitting at a red light. They think before they speak, and they engage only when they have the mental bandwidth to genuinely connect. They prefer authentic, high-quality conversations on their own terms, rather than a fragmented, superficial drip of interactions all day long. Number 5. They understand the digital illusion. Many of these individuals intuitively understand how tech companies use behavioral psychology against us. Psychologists refer to smartphone notifications as a variable ratio reinforcement schedule, the exact same highly addictive mechanism used in casino slot machines. By keeping their phones on Do Not Disturb, they are actively breaking that addiction loop. By staying low-key and unplugged, they fiercely protect their mental health from the endless cycle of digital urgency. They choose peace over performance. So the next time you get sent to voicemail, or you have to wait 6 hours for a text back, don't assume they are ignoring you, and don't take it personally. They might just be more grounded, more focused, and more emotionally intelligent than most people glued to their screens. They don't need to be constantly connected to feel important, and in today's world, that is real confidence. If you love understanding why people think and behave the way they do, hit subscribe now, because on this channel, we don't just blindly scroll through life, we decode the human mind.